podcast dedicated to the lore, legends, and myths surrounding the creatures that may lurk in your backyard. My name's Hewitt.
I'm Chris.
Hey, how you doing, man?
It's been a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, outside of just, getting stuff done, just work has been hectic. And, I don't know. Like, as of right now, I've been, trying to expand my horizon, so to speak, with job hunting and things like that.
You had an interview.
I did have an interview, yeah.
Went well enough for you to get a second interview.
Yeah, which is a test. It's not really a test. It's just, they want to bring me in and just see to make sure I know my stuff well enough.
That's a good sign, though. Like, this is why Jed and I have been, praising you online. You're like, stop. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. We're being nice.
It was weird because the interviewer was like, yeah, we're going to see what you could do. We're going to do this. But, yeah, if we can get you in quick enough, maybe you can go to Salt Lake for this conference.
They're going to send you to Salt Lake City for a conference?
That's what they were talking about.
That's dope.
They're like, you're going to have this expensive pay. It's like an onboarding thing.
Nice.
But they said if it doesn't happen, they have one in April too. And I'm like, okay. You're acting like...
Will they fly you out?
Yeah. So I was like, you're acting like I have this position now. But also they're doing the formality thing. It's not like I have the position or anything like that, obviously. But they were saying... I think they were just throwing that out there, and they gave me a rundown of, because it would be first interview, second interview. If that goes well, you go into the third interview, which is not really an interview. It's just more of a HR overview because it's
it's finalizing some stuff. And then we're going to fly you out to Salt Lake City
to do an onboarding thing. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I didn't know.
If you get this, you got to do me one massive favor.
I'll take y'all to Jackson. Or
No. I'm saying, if they take you to Salt Lake City, you have to yell at every statue of Brigham Young and John, whatever his name was, that founded Mormonism, because I personally do not like them.
Hewitt, I don't know anything about Salt Lake City. I'm gonna be real with you.
I know
that's one of the cities that I've heard of Salt Lake City. I know about the Great Salt Lake. It's a salt lake.
I will say this: the temple of the people who wear special underwear and that I give water to every year as they walk around my neighborhood, and I tell them I don't need to know more about your book. But hey, kids, I'm really glad you're devoted to something. Here's some water because you were walking around in Louisiana in black pants and long sleeve shirts. Your religion really needs to be nicer to you. What did you do for this to be your mission? I don't offer them beer because they're not supposed to drink it.
And they're probably also underage.
They're also underage, so I'm not going to do that.
But no, I mean, it's generally just weird because it's going to be if all turns out well, I'm knocking on wood right now. It's going to be a massive jump, and it's going to be a massive boon for me and my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I do plan, especially after y'all, took me to Ritter. After y'all took me to the Ritter, I still feel a little bit bad about that. So one thing I would like to do is take you, Spence, and Jed to either a restaurant here, or we just drive to Vicksburg one night and just
look, man. Just get us all some tickets to McRaven House and let's go to Key City.
I would do that,
and let's crash in the same crappy hotel,
just
with the Skeet Bible.
With the Skeet Bible
and the very questionable escape door.
And we just do the same sort of thing where we all cram and sleep in the same bed. We've done it before. Nice little foursome in a hotel.
You made that sound so much worse.
But yeah. So how do you... You know what we haven't really talked about too much on the podcast recently? Extraterrestrials.
The movie?
No, not E.T. the movie. I'm talking about extraterrestrials as in
like the video game?
No, God, fucking...
That's scripted to itself.
I mean, apparently they're like... Who was it? AVGN made a whole movie about...
They did a whole documentary of how bad the E.T. video game on Atari was. Because if you ever fell in that pit, man, you were fucked.
I don't know anything about it. I just hear things about it, and I'm like, okay, it's a bad video
It was a
game.
bad... Okay, you could beat the game. They so badly designed it, it was near impossible to beat the game.
So I want to talk about an extraterrestrial encounter that is from West Virginia.
Are you talking about our big old favorite cone head in the middle skirt?
Yeah, we're talking about the Flatwoods Monster.
Oh my god, yes!
So the Flatwood Monster is a cryptid reported in the forest of surrounding Flatwoods, West Virginia in Braxton County. The creature is sometimes described as extraterrestrial in nature due to the unusual circumstances surrounding the first sighting. Now, apparently there have been other sightings where, you know, it doesn't seem extraterrestrial. He just comes out and he's like, or she comes out and she's like, ooh, I'm scary.
Okay, to be fair, looking at what the Flatwoods Monster actually looks like, because it's one of the better known cryptids. If that thing wheeled out of the woods like a goddamn Dalek, I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of looks wild. Entity is also known by several other names, including the Braxton County Monster, Braxy, and I think the Flatwood well, I just said that. A nickname later adopted by local tourist groups and folklore enthusiasts was Braxy.
I do like Braxy.
Yeah, Braxy is just like...
It kind of works. If they called it Flatty, I'd be like, oh, that's mean.
Like if they... I mean, Mothman just rolls off the tongue, so I don't think you need to change anything there. Mothy Big Cheeks, you can't really...
That's their DJ name.
Yeah, Mothy Big Cheeks. Witnesses described the creature as extremely tall, possibly around 10 feet in height. The most distinctive feature was its head, which appeared to be surrounded by a large hood or spade-shaped structure, resembling the Ace of Spades. So,
yeah, very spade-shaped. Either like a
Vidalia onion, sort of.
Like a very fancy runway model's overpriced costume.
I'm just thinking of alums now.
Yeah, and you're not making me not... Like, we just ate dinner, and now you're making me want to go, like, get an onion.
Just eat an onion?
Have you not seen me do this?
I've never seen you eat an onion before, no.
No, okay, never mind then. I've done
like,
a couple...
Is it just a raw onion? You eat a fucking raw onion?
There's been a couple
you
times...
You barbarian?
There's a couple
times... Do you
times...
at least not put it in the fucking oven to cook it with some salt?
I have more than once, since elementary school... to prove a point to people that onions are not bad and are not spicy, eaten an onion like an apple.
I like onions. You don't have to prove that to me, but it's just like eating an onion on its own is just such a wild flex.
Is it?
Yes. Yes, that's weird. You're weird.
I mean, I've also popped garlic bulbs in my mouth before.
Oh my god. Where was I?
I don't know. I'm just glad I don't have an alum allergy.
The creature reportedly had glowing eyes that reflected brightly when illuminated by a flashlight, which could give you a clue to what it could be.
It's eye shine.
Yeah, he's eating some. He's like, it's eye shine.
It's eye shine. Future Chris, edit this out. You're not going to because you're going to be a jerk.
I'm being a super big jerk. I'm always a jerk. Its body is described as dark green or black and somewhat metallic in appearance. Some witnesses stated Its lower portion of the body resembles a skirt, robe, or draped structure that obscures the legs. Because of this, some observers believe the creature may have been floating or gliding rather than walking.
Again, Dalek.
So it's just a Dalek that just leaps off the ground and floats.
Look, dude, like everybody made jokes about Daleks not being able to go upstairs. But then all of a sudden, when the new ones on Sci-Fi came out, they busted out freaking jets out the side and just decided to, like, I'm going to go up to the second floor. It's like, well, shit. But I'm just saying the lower half of the Flatwoods Monster always makes me think Dalek.
So the arms were described as thin with claw-like hands. During the encounter, the creature reportedly made a hissing sound and appeared to move towards the witnesses slowly. Okay, Dalek. That is kind of Dalek.
I have a poster, like a World War II-esque propaganda poster of a Dalek with like all the lights shining behind it, and it says "Exterminate," like in big bold letters. And the kids go, "Mr. Hollow, why do you have this?"
Because I want it.
Because I like it, but also now look at the World War II propaganda posters, and they go, like, low key, that's not a joke over there. It's like, no. Let me show you the ones against Japan.
Don't. No. The group also reported intense metallic or sulfur-like smell in the air, along with a strange mist or fog that surrounded the hillside. I mean, we'll get into that, but yeah.
It had a fog machine because it had an entourage.
Yeah, it had a little entourage. They had to zhuzh it up, make it nice. And the primary sighting occurred in the evening of September 12th, 1952. So I believe this is a little bit before our boy Mothman got on the scene.
I gotta say this: West Virginia, for a state its size, has a inordinate amount of cryptids. I blame that on the Appalachians.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, too, this didn't happen too far away from Mothman either. I don't think this city.
Dude, West Virginia is not big.
Yeah, Flatwoods is like not too far away. At approximately 7:15 p.m., several boys were playing outside. Flatwoods observed a bright object streak through the sky. The object appeared to be glowing and is seen by multiple witnesses across the region. So this wasn't just the kids that saw this. It was people in multiple towns that witnessed the event.
Just to give a comparison of how small West Virginia is, Louisiana is estimated to be about 52,000 square miles. West Virginia is 24,000 square miles. So we're a little more than twice as big as West Virginia.
So but West Virginia is all mountains, though, isn't it?
It's mountainous. There's some river areas. I mean, it's in the Shenandoah. It's in the Appalachians. I'm just saying that West Virginia, we have an inordinate number of cryptids in the state of Louisiana.
Okay, yeah. I mean, but we're also
we're the spooky state.
We're the spooky state, and we're the folklore state.
And then West Virginia has more than us, and it's half the size.
I mean, I kind of see it.
I mean, it's about as... I would say West Virginia is about as Appalachian as you can get. Because, there's parts of Virginia that are Appalachia. There's parts of, Kentucky, Tennessee, South and North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama. And some people try to say Mississippi, but... yeah. In any case, so West Virginia is the only state that's fully in there.
The boys believe the object landed on a nearby hill by a local farmer. Now, here's the thing: the boys also said that the object slowed down. They didn't say it crashed; they said it landed. So the boys involved the sighting included Edward May, Freddie May, and Tommy Heyer.
Is Freddie May related to Fannie Mae? Because I might have some beef with him.
Oh, God damn it. They ran in to tell Kathleen May, the mother of two of the boys, about what they had seen, and curious about the possible crash. Now, okay, I did put crash here, but I have read other portions where it did say it was landed. Kathleen May gathered a small group to investigate the hillside. The group went on to investigate 3 boys, Kathleen May, another child named Ronnie. So she decided to bring another kid. It's like, hey, come on, kid.
So, okay, first off, super cool. The mom be like, y'all saw something weird in the woods?
Let's go see.
Dope. I'm down. And then I'm going to grab not grabbing other adults. I'm going to grab another child because he's your reliable friend.
Well, here's the thing. She technically grabbed no. Never mind. She didn't grab an adult. She grabbed a member of the West Virginia National Guard named Eugene Lemon, a 17-year-old boy.
Yeah, you don't get to level up just because you're in the National Guard.
Yeah. Lemon brought a flashlight and a dog with them as they climbed the hill towards the location the object appeared to land.
A dog?
A dog.
You in the National Guard and you didn't bring a goddamn rifle to a UFO crash?
As the group approached the hilltop, they reportedly noticed the pulsing red lights through the trees. So it was literally like an X-Files situation going on.
And the fog machine because the entourage is there.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. National Guard did not bring a rifle. We got like old school 80s B-rated horror movie, Red Lights in the Wood.
And you know what? No, what's even worse about this is that this is in like middle of nowhere, West Virginia. All of these people had guns.
Here's the thing is, I'm assuming the kids are strapped. In my head, the reason they're not mentioning that there was a gun being brought is just everybody had
it's
a
just
gun.
It's just a normal thing.
Okay, to be fair, in our neck of the woods too, UFO crash would happen. Everybody had guns.
Yeah. The dog began acting aggressively and growling towards the darkness ahead. When Gene Lemon pointed the flashlight towards the source of the light, the beam illuminated a large figure near the tree. According to witnesses, the creature had a glowing face, bright eyes, and of course the hood-shaped, the Ace of Spades or alum-shaped hood. Lemon reportedly screamed and dropped the flashlight. The creature appeared to emit a hissing noise and possibly move towards them, but they didn't stick around long to find out.
That's a good thing. That you know what? They didn't white people this and go, "Hi, hello,
hi, Mr. Alien."
Okay, you've seen the video of the dude who's like near the hole, and all of a sudden it says "help" in the woods.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Hello, fuck you, bitch."
Okay, I'm playing Resident Evil 7. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil. I know it's gonna show up so many times in the podcast now. Like Ethan Winters in Resident Evil 7, like picking up a note that's like, "Come join us," ominously in blood. It's like, Ethan, just get the fuck out of the woods. Just call the police.
Sir. But no, like that video is like, there's bones all around this random hollow in the woods. Help. Nope. And they bounce. Like, my thing is, I would have already bounced and been like calling like park fucking shit. But he goes the fuck back. I'm like, you deserve to get eaten. I got no pity for you.
Now, the authorities the next day, they checked out the area, didn't see anything. But the witnesses said they had like nausea, vomiting, throat irritation,
upset stomach, diarrhea.
They just needed Tums,
really. They need Pepto-Bismol. How do you cure cryptid problems? Pepto. So, # not sponsored.
So after that, the story spread quickly throughout the small town of Flatwoods. Local authorities and reporters soon arrived to investigate, as this often happens. We saw this with like the Enfield horror. You saw this with the Dover Demon, I believe. You just see this anytime there's like a like from like 1940 to 1980.
Weird shit happens.
And then like there is like some people just driving to that place being like, I'm going to see what this is.
Chris, please tell me that this is not true. But if something happened in Bastrop, would we not drive there?
I mean, yeah, and you also got to consider the fact that the internet and just we're not as wired as we
Yeah, but
were
don't
back in those days.
don't blame these innocent babes of the years past.
No, I'm not saying. What I'm saying is that, like, you hear something weird happening in a town, like, you don't get instant access to that town. So you have people driving there that might be in a city near that town, or, you know, someone that heard about it from a relative.
A friend of a friend told me.
Yeah. So they're driving there to figure it out. And that's the whole... That's like the whole story. And I would even say until like the 90s, until the internet age, when like we started to become more connected, when it was a lot easier to on the fly record things, on the fly like document things. Although I still think there's like weird shit that happens just
Oh no, there's weird shit, but the problem is that like if you went back to the 90s and there's a weird video that someone recorded like on a camcorder, there's 100% a way they could have faked it.
Yeah.
It was so much harder back then to fake something realistically versus, hey, Chat GPT, I need you to make a big dong alien running down the hallway at me yelling slurs.
But even then, it's I don't know, like AI hasn't like really mastered.
The thing is like if AI messes up the number of fingers on an alien hand, it's not as noticeable as like a person.
Maybe. But some members of the group reported okay, so we went over that. Investigators searched okay, we went over that.
Future Chris, edit out all of this.
My bad. Despite the lack of evidence, the story gained national attention. The incident occurred during the early Cold War era, when public fascination with UFOs was extremely high.
So the Flatwoods Monster was actually a commie.
Yeah, it was just a communist coming down in his communist spacecraft.
In his Russian hood.
Yeah. So, possible explanations. So, what could it be? Well, the big explanation for at least the meteor itself is a meteor.
I mean, yeah, you could see that streaking through the sky.
Yeah, because outside of the creature encounter itself, it was actually reported by multiple people across multiple towns, and I believe in multiple states, which would make sense for a meteor crashing.
I mean, it could also be a satellite that went down.
Yeah. Well, in 1953, I don't think so.
Hold on. When did Sputnik happen? 50.
I'm sorry, we got to look this up.
Okay, no. What year was it? 53?
Yeah.
Sputnik was 57. That's the first satellite. So what couldn't have been a satellite coming down?
So it was probably a meteor.
Yeah.
And that is a lot more recorded, or that there's more documentation
on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Another explanation was proposed by investigator Joe Nickel. He suggested the creature may have been a barn owl perched on a bench. Where have we heard that before? Oh, it's the Mothman.
To be fair, have you seen a really big barn owl?
No, I mean, they're pretty...
They're not Mothman big. They're not 10-foot tall Flatwoods Monster big. But, like, if you don't know what you're looking at and you see one of those fuckers all of a sudden just, like, flex their shoulders...
Look.
You have some questions about life.
Speaking as someone who went on vacation in 2022 and might have gotten a little bit too sauced on the beach, it might have almost fought a pelican. Those birds do not look the same in the dark as they do during the day.
I'm unaware of this story.
I haven't told you this?
No, I did not know that you almost fought the dumbass bird from our state.
Okay, so I'm in Florida with my family, with Ruby, with our roommate and her family, and...
Just go ahead and say
aunt. She's essentially my aunt and my nephew. And... like, we have been chilling
in this Habsburgian family tree.
And, like, so the first day we spent on the beach, I'm having fun. I think it was my first time. Yes, I didn't go to the beach until my 30s. Sue me. I'm poor.
I've been to the beach twice, man, and it's been over 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's been over 20 years.
We need to just go to Biloxi.
I don't like the beach. I don't like the ocean. That bitch tries to kill us. That can be left all the fuck alone.
I love the beach. I love the ocean. Like, I fell in love as soon as I got there. But anyway, so I'm sitting there. I have like an inflatable, I'm doing my shit all day. I'm having fun. And then like all throughout the day, I'm having oysters. I'm having fucking seafood. I'm having a lot of beer, drinks. So by the time it gets dark, I am fucking sauced out of my mind. So Ruby's like, hey, let's go to the beach and like look for crabs because the crabs come out at night and all that. And so we go to the beach, and of course I have like a beer in each pocket, and I'm just like I shouldn't be out.
You should not be unattended.
And
by an adult of a similar mass.
Yeah, and it's not very well lit on the beach, but like,
it's night.
Well, I'm saying that it's like there's nothing out, and there's nothing. Yeah,
it's night,
but
by the ocean that wants to kill you.
So I see, like, I'm sitting there, I'm just looking on the beach, I'm drinking a beer. And I'm just looking around. I don't have a light. And I just see, like, a shadowy figure off in the distance.
Did you fight nature's dumbass known as a pelican?
No, listen. Just listen.
Did you at least win?
I didn't fight it. It never got physical. But I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm thinking it's a person at first. I'm like, hey, we're right here. And then I just see
Gimli, son of Gloin, flailing his weapons because pelicans are no taller than 3 feet.
And then I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I just start running towards it. And Ruby's like, Chris, do not fight the bird. Do not fight the bird.
My brother in cryptids. Did you nearly fight the dumbass swallow bird?
I wasn't intending to fight it, but I was just kind of bucking up because it was doing that. And
okay, so here's the thing we both know. You and I will both run at something in the shadows in a slightly spooky situation. I just do it sober.
Yeah, and I'm just like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Chris gets drunk and fights cryptids on the beach.
And Ruby is like, stop going towards the bird. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Fuck you then. And then the bird goes its way. I go my way. I wake up hungover, but I go back on the beach and have a beer.
That sounds like a good vacation, but you fought a fucking pelican. You know what? I don't care what the whole real true story is. I'm going to tell people you fought a pelican tomorrow during the D&D game.
I was pretty sauced.
And I'm not going to give any other details. I'm going to say, I learned Chris fought a pelican, and then just move on and never address it again.
So, Nika also suggests that the shadows from surrounding footage would have been created by illusion of a tall body and robe-like structure. The hissing sound reported by witnesses may have been the defense screech of the startled owl.
That I could understand, yeah.
Strong smell described by the witnesses might have been environmental factors such as decaying vegetation, mist, natural gases common in wooded areas, combined with darkness, fear, and these conditions, which I can understand.
Yeah, also, some birds defecate as part of a self-defense mechanism.
But it's also just like, you're in a situation, all this weird shit is happening, you're getting all this stimulus, and you're taking in that stimulus, but you're not able to process it because you're scared.
Yeah, I mean,
and then you run away, and then you're like, "Oh shit, there's a giant monster thing."
Like, I'm not trying to be just like.
Oh, you're just being dismissive. I see.
I'm not trying to be dismissive. Like, my thing here is like, there's a lot of factors to where something weird can happen near you, and everything else gets exaggerated in the process.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Like, because. Like, when you're scared, you're not necessarily, like, processing.
Well, it's not even that. Like, I've talked to kids, like, when I've had to break up fights at school, I've talked to kids, like, a day or two later, Like, yeah, you lifted that kid up above your head. I'm like, there is literally no way I could have lifted that child above myself. I'm glad y'all think I'm the Hulk, but I could not lift a whole ass 200-pound kid above my head to pull them. I did not just go yoink and walk backwards, y'all.
Or when you try to fight a pelican at night, you know.
I am so happy and also ashamed I now know this.
It's like, Chris, you did this in your 30s.
Here's the thing.
I would kind of understand it in your 20s.
Here's the thing is, I also can't judge you whatsoever because I have done some dumb things.
Okay, so pop culture, like many legends, the Flatwood Monster are... Let me rephrase. Like many legends, Flatwoods have embraced the cryptid as part of their town's identity. With festivals, tourist attractions, and museums, the Flatwoods Monster has also appeared in numerous forms of media, including documentaries, paranormal television programs, and books about UFO sightings and cryptids. And it's also appeared on the video game Fallout 76.
The Flatwoods Monster is in there as well as Mothman.
Yeah. Where it is depicted as a mysterious alien creature inhabiting the forest of Appalachia.
Another fun fact, it is also in the cryptid card game that we've mentioned more than once on the show.
No, I'm not going to say it because Future Chris is not going to do it.
Future Chris, buy us a couple packs.
You need to, send me a link. Anyway, so
Dude, I think you can only get that crap on eBay.
My sources are history.com. In 1952, Flatwoods Monster terrorized 6 kids, a mom and a dog, and the nation. Joe Nichols, the Flatwoods Monster Skeptical Inquirer. Betha... God damn it. I fucked it up. What was the Flatwoods Monsters? Snopes by Bethelina Palma, and obviously Wikipedia. Flatwoods Monster and Cryptid Wiki. Thank you for listening. We are Backwoods Obscura. We release every Tuesday. Sometimes we're on the social media. Sometimes we're not. I post on Facebook. Sometimes he posts on TikTok. We might have an Instagram. I don't know.
He doesn't trust me with it.
Anyway, we're also Team Bonus Action.
Team Bonus Action is a group of friends who like to play tabletop and video games together. We are also a charity group. If you can donate, we're unofficially associated with the Trevor Project right now. If you can help find trans youth a place safe for them to stay and put a roof over their head, we would greatly appreciate it because they are being attacked more now than ever. So if you could help out, we would appreciate it.
Anyway, I hope you have a good day or night or whatever time it is over there.
Hey man.
What?
Is it sexual assault if the Flatwoods Monster pulls back its hood?